and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And today I'm going to be talking about all my favourite things that happened in September, one of which being this bloody gorgeous light that's happening now. Do I look like a radiant goddess?
Oh yes, you look like the end of a rainbow.
Do I? What, like a leprechaun?
Yeah.
Well, thanks. But that wasn't the look I was going for. Lots to get through, no time for this chatting, loads and loads to get through because loads of stuff happened in September. I'll start as I always do with my favourite book of the month, although I say I start as I always do, I think I normally start with my favourite TV programme of the month. Start as I always do with my favourite TV programme of the month, and that has been Strictly Come Dancing. Strictly Come Dancing is my favourite TV event of the year, better than Bake Off I would say. And it is, so in the US I believe it's called Dancing with the Stars. So it is a 15 celebrities get partnered up with a professional ballroom and Latin dancer. Then they dance their way to success all the way from September down to Christmas, getting eliminated each month. So this year, in some of my favourites, Will Young, I really like him, I think he's going to be brilliant. Judge Rinder, I also really liked him. I was on my feet after Judge Rinder's first dance. On my feet, cheering and clapping I was. Also, Greg Rutherford, I think he was very good. I didn't feel like I quite liked his sexy face, but he really went for it and I was very impressed. So those are like who would have got my 3 votes, because we use the app and you get 3 votes. They would have got my 3 votes. I also thought Louise Ratnat was very good. And Danny Mack was also very good. And Ore was very good. There's a lot, the standard is very, very high. So that was my favourite TV programme for the month. My favourite film for the month was Sing Street, which is an amazing film that David forced me to watch, and then I absolutely loved it. So it's set in the 80s in Dublin, and where there's an economic recession in the 80s in Ireland, and this family that we're following take their youngest son out of private school and put him into a sort of like comprehensive school, and he doesn't get on very well at the school to start with, and he starts a band with some other people and to impress a girl, and it's just amazing. The soundtrack's amazing. I feel like I want to watch this again tonight, David. We can't. We should watch another film. Maybe watch Cemetery Junction. It reminded me of Cemetery Junction, but with better music, and the soundtrack was just amazing. The costumes were amazing. It's just really, really feel good, really, really fun, and just enjoyable, and really, really loved it, and would recommend anyone to see it because I think it would appeal to just so many people. And it's quite autumnal in feeling, isn't it? And I love things set in Ireland. I love things set in Ireland. So yeah, that was really, really good. Really, really loved that so much. My favourite book for the month, which also links into this. So I've started keeping, David and I got some new sheets, some new bed sheets from Asda, which are brushed cotton. And they've got, on one side they've got these hedgehogs, and on the other side they've got foxes. And they came in this little bag, which I've now started carrying books around. So I put the books that I'm reading, which is, I always take 2 books with me everywhere. I put them into this and then into my bag so they don't get damaged. My favourite book, I feel like I'm revealing it like bloody Paul Daniels or something. Rest in peace, Paul Daniels. And I am reading, my favourite book this month has been Names for the Sea, Strangers in Iceland by Sarah Moss. So Sarah Moss wrote The Tidal Zone that I may have mentioned once or twice on this channel before. This is a non-fiction account of when Sarah and her family, her husband and 2 sons, moved to Iceland following the economic sort of bother in 2009. She took a job in Iceland and they moved there. I bloody love this. Her description of Iceland is just amazing. She actually like transported me there. I don't think I've been able to imagine places, like the description of this is some of the best description I've ever read in my life. It was incredible. And I could just sort of like read a passage and then sit and think about the things that she had just said. It's amazing. It's split into some chapters with she meets lots of different Icelandic people, and it's split into wonderful chapters about different aspects of life in Iceland for her, and I absolutely adored it. I really, really loved it. It was everything. So I remember earlier this year when I listened to the audiobook, which is like, again, one of the best books I've read this year, of The Year of Living Danishly by Helen Russell. And when I talked about how much I enjoyed it, Mercedes said to me, "Oh, have you read Names for the Sea, Strangers in Iceland? I think you'd really like it." And I didn't realise what it was about. I was just like, oh yeah, maybe I'll read that. And then when I went on my booktube, when we went to the booktube meetup, I was talking to Mercedes about it more, and I ended up buying it, signed copy as well, in London Review Bookshop, and just so happy I bought it. Absolutely loved it. If you really liked Year of Living Danishly, then you'll definitely like this. This for me was Year of Living Danishly, but written beautifully. This is just beautiful and really, really loved it. Like, one of the best books I've read this year. Absolutely adored it. Sarah Moss, she just can't be doing anything wrong in my eyes. Nothing wrong. Pop it back. Oh, no, I don't need to put it in here now because that's just a showing off thing. Now I can put it up here because I'm going to do my wrap up shortly. So that was that. Other things I've been enjoying. Cooler weather. It's cooled down nicely, and now I can wear long sleeves. Now I can wear long sleeve pyjamas, and now I can sit with a blanket on and have a candle on. Also, this candle, which wasn't originally in here, but I feel like it's here now. I bought David this Christmas Eve candle, and it is just so, oh, it just smells amazing, and we're getting through it so quickly. It's very, very Christmassy, but also very, very autumnal. Very, very nice. So that, just cooler weather, been very much enjoying that. Also, sunflowers, here they are. I won't move them fully in. Sunflowers are normally out about September in this country. Oh, that's a sticky sunflower. They're getting to the end of them now, but I really, really love sunflowers. They're my favourite flower and they really make me feel very happy. So I really love sunflowers. So that's always nice in September to have some sunflowers. And they also remind me of, I used to live with my friend Neve. We used to live in, we rented a flat together, and when we first moved in with, and she's a school teacher, we first moved in with each other in September, and we always used to buy sunflowers for the flats. Whenever I see sunflowers, it always reminds me of that wonderful, yet raucous and very hungover year and a half that I had living with me. So that's always a nice little memory to remember things by. Oh, this scarf. This scarf, I honestly think, might be the best thing that's ever happened to me. This scarf is incredible. Look at it. It's from Zara. On one side, it's like brown and this sort of black and white and navy with these planets on. Beautiful. Really big ones there. So I saw this in Zara. Let me show you the other side. The other side is even better because it's like Dumbledore's cloak. Look at it. It's amazing. It's just beautiful. I saw this in Zara when I was with my sister and David going to watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and I saw it and Zara was just closing, and I was like, I don't need that scarf. It's my birthday coming up. I will ask for that scarf for my birthday. Then we left the Zara and I thought, I really wish I'd got that scarf, and I thought about that scarf every day for 9 days until we went back to Canterbury. Then when I went to Canterbury, I went into Zara and went to the place where the scarf was. The scarf was no longer there in Zara. I said to the lady behind the till, I've been looking for this scarf. It's brown, it's blue, it's white, it's black, it's got planets on it. I really, really want it. She said, I don't think we've got that anymore. I think we sent all the thinner scarves back and got in the thick scarves for winter. I said, you must have that scarf, please tell me. She said, we've got a scarf rack upstairs. Do you want to go and have a look upstairs? I was in a really tight, stupid pencil skirt, denim one, and the bloody escalator was broken. So I had to like really heave myself up the escalator on a escalator that wasn't working. Like, got all the way up there, had a look at the scarf rail, not there. Got on the escalator to come downstairs. As I embarked the escalator to come downstairs, saw the scarf on the other side of the shop, was already on my way down. So then had to negotiate the stairs again in the tight denim skirt, not with much room for purchase on the old legs. Got up there, bought the scarf, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I just want to be in it all the time. So that's the story of the scarf. I've even put this book down because I was so into telling you the scarf story. So now I've just got, let me just check there's nothing else that's been going on in September that I've adored. So the last two things that I have enjoyed, one of the things was David and I went to Sue Perkins' book tour. So Sue Perkins is a TV presenter, comedian. She's probably best known for being one half of the presenting duo of the Great British Bake Off on UK TV. And I read her autobiography at the beginning of this year. I've got the hardback copy for Christmas last year from my parents. And my friends Kate and Alex were going to this Spectacles, the book tour, and we were like, oh, we want to go to that. So David got us 2 tickets. We went along to see it. You got a free paperback copy of the book, which was lovely. And she was just an absolute dream come true. She read excerpts from her book. She did a question and answer session. She was just so warm and intelligent and fierce and amazing. And she's just amazing. She's just a really, really cool woman who's like had a really good life and managed to put it all into like, it's just written beautifully. And I really want to reread it. So I read this at the beginning of the year, and I'm not allowed to reread anything within like that calendar year. But I will be rereading this next year, especially now I've got a lovely little handy paperback copy. But really love that and want to go to more book tours. Haven't really been to any book tours before, so it was a real treat. And the last thing, it was David's birthday last weekend, and for David's birthday, we did a lot of eating. We went to a few restaurants. We did a vlog of it actually, and I will link the vlog down below because that was very, very enjoyable. And we went to Port Lynn, which is a zoo here in Kent where David and I live, and you can stay the night in these little pod things, which are look like a sauna on the outside. They're all wooden, and there's two twin beds, a little sofa at the bottom of the bed, and then some like storage and things. And you get to stay like on the zoo premises. So we were opposite the wolves, just down from the tigers, able to go and have a look at those like after the zoo had closed, and in the morning able to go and have a look at those. And it was just amazing. It was so cozy. There was a fire outside. There was a double hammock. We laid in the double hammock and listened to some Harry Potter audiobook. We went out for dinner. We come home and watched Christmas in a Day, which is a Christmas film that was made by Sainsbury's in 2013, I think, and it's so like naff, but it's our favourite Christmas film. It's basically like home footage of lots of people's Christmases put together in one big 40-minute amazement. We did that. We had snacks. I made David a birthday cake. We just had a lovely, lovely time, didn't we, darling?
We did.
It was really, really fun, and we vlogged it. Vlogging is harder than you would think it is. Like, there was times where I was like, oh, I should have vlogged that, and I didn't. And when I was putting it together, I was like, no footage of the safari went on, very little footage of the pod we stayed in, lots of footage of us sort of sitting around at home, which is what is happening now.
And in the car.
And in the car. But yeah, so don't let that put you off though. Go and have a little look of it. And that's what we've been up to in September. So what has everybody else been up to in September? Have you watched Sing Street? If people have watched Sing Street, I want to hear, because I really bloody loved it. Have people been to Port Lynn before? Did they enjoy that? Do people like sunflowers? What's your favourite flower? And I will see you all again soon for another BookTube video.